for people who are older than me. In your face! So, just right, milestone birthdays, big deal. I think they do serve a purpose though, because I think they do sort of force you, even if you're sort of distracted by everyday life, to sort of pause and reflect. I did that a few months ago, so I'm already good to go. But basically, what it does make me feel, the overall theme is that I'm clearly a lucky guy. Alright, well, that was my sister Debbie, which is going to make me hesitate saying what I was going to say next, but I'm lucky in family. I was going to say because you can't choose your family, but if I could, I wouldn't choose anybody else. You chose, right? And that family, obviously lucky in friends. I mean, look at this. What a group. We've got old friends, new friends, people from near and far, and I mean, I think I would speak for Joe, Jay, and myself, in that we are truly, truly blessed and rich in the friend department. And I wouldn't choose any of you any differently, although there are a couple of you that I'll pull aside and speak to privately later. Thirdly, come on, this is what you were expecting, right? Thirdly, believe it or not, I'm lucky also at work. And there may be people in here that would disagree, but I actually love what I do. even when it seems that I don't. And that's mainly because of the people that I work with. I mean, there are things that, we won't even go into, but it's crazy, and I love it, and I love each and every one of you, so thank you for putting up with me. And then lastly, of course, I'm lucky in love. It's a cliche, but I am married to my best friend, who is amazing. In spite of what might play out here, we love each other madly. And I will say that you are the only person that could possibly be funnier than I am. You're welcome. So, what else was I saying? But it's a great day to turn 50, and it's an incredible feeling to have you all here. Enjoy what's coming next.
Brad doesn't know much about what's coming next. So, yeah, a little bit, but the one thing that everybody probably knows in this room, and I'm seriously going off notes here, so just forgive me. Brad's a little competitive, and he actually auditions, he auditioned a few people to do toasts tonight. Can you imagine? That's ridiculous. So there are some people that are going to just give some brief comments, and some may make it, some may not. Who knows? I don't know how this is going to play out. I have very little to do with this. I don't know. Anyway, let me just tell you a really quick story. It's a very funny story about Brad Frey. He doesn't know that I'm telling this. I can't get out of these lights. He doesn't know I'm going to say this. There was years ago, we were driving to the lake house in Michigan, and it was really funny because his oldest sister, Kathy, was turning 50, and he was in the passenger seat, and I was driving, and he said, "Oh my God, I cannot believe I have a sister who's turning 50. Isn't that old?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And he goes, he looks at me and says, "If I ever get that old, just shoot me." And I thought to myself,
what's happening, right?
No. I will have a surprise for you in the back after the party, so stand in the middle of the tarp. But there are a few people that I really need to thank. Not yet. No, actually. There are a few people that I need to thank. Thank you to the amazing people at Wolf Trap, Jackie Dolan and everybody here. They are such lovely people. Seriously, if you're going to go 50, go into here. That's all I'm saying. It's a great venue. And also, thanks to all my staff, Lillian. Thank you very much, Lillian, for helping with all the flowers and everything. But I don't know. So thank you, Lillian, for all your help, and I love you. And also thanks to Susan Gage and the amazing Susan Gage staff. And let's hear it for the lamb chops. Ken, I'm not finished. I'm not finished. So anyway, I would also like to thank.
So we do have cake.
Cake? Cake? I like cake. Oh.
So when we call your number, please gather in the center stage back area. Have your headshots ready, please. Get started. Number 97. Number 52. Number 122. 115. Number 50. 15. Number 28. Number 28. How many toasting experience?
2 years ago, my son's bar mitzvah.
You're a loyal. Oh. 72. 16. 13. 30. 4.
Yes.
111.
That's me!
111. How do you know Brad?
Brad who?
You're in. 67. 142. Number 42. Number 42, are you afraid of speaking in front of big crowds? Oh. Number 132.
Oh, yeah!
Alright. You have too much to drink, you know? Yeah, you're out. 163. 18. 74. 45. Number 86.
Yes!
86, good number for you. You're out. Number 12. Number 26. 148. Number 148. Okay. On the skin of your teeth. Number 33. Number 119. Number 119. Do you have any toasting experience?
You don't let me toast, I will shut this whole fucking thing.
Number 41. Thank you, and the rest of you are dismissed. Guys, we rehearsed this the other side.
Nicole. I'm so excited because we get to toast Christian Gray.
Bradley Gray, right? He's so tall. Tall-ish.
And so young and handsome.
Young at heart. Cute, so cute.
He's so dark
and mysterious.
Let's go with moody and sarcastic.
He is wealthy.
He's rich in teeth.
Oh, to experience that red room of pain.
Probably only gonna give you a mouthful of pain.
He's every woman's dream.
Technically, I think it's every man's.
Christian Grey.
You mean Bradley Frey?
Who? Who the hell is Bradley Frey?
Brad Frey, Michigan born and bred, go blue loyalist, avid skier, oral surgeon, theater enthusiast, also known as Hot Dr. Brad, Bradley. Do you know Joe's husband?
Isn't that Dr. Joe's husband?
To Dr. Joe's husband.
Happy birthday.
Up next, the siblings. Siblings are going third. Who's next?
Siblings are having technical difficulties.
Oh no! All right, the DC crowd.
Hello, everybody. An ode to Brad on his 50th birthday. We have so much to say in this 2-minute toast, but first, hats off to Jay, our impeccable host.
Brad, we adore you with all our affection. You are a perfect uncle to Hannah, George, Nora, and Stefan. You are the best friend, and we hear quite a lover. One great thing about you is your friends love each other.
Your talents are many, even on skis. Well, most of the time, when you're not colliding with trees.
You have many, many talents, from cheerleading to teeth, dancing, cocktail mixing, and eating blueberry beef. Your indelible charm is always a pleasure, and you have the cutest tush in your pants of leather.
Brad, you are a friend for all time. Let's lift a glass and say l'chaim for the birthday boy, so handsome and kind.
There was nothing going on. You set us up. I'm sitting here.
Good evening. Handsome, debonair, charming, witty. These are all words that spring to mind when thinking of George Clooney. But we're toasting Brad here tonight. So I would like to say, we know Brad. And he's got really lovely hair. And teeth. He's got teeth. Really, what can you say about the man who has everything? Fortunately, you don't have to answer that question tonight because it's Brad's birthday. But it's an interesting question you might want to think about later. We've known Brad for the past 5 years as man and boy. So, like many of you, we've seen him through the glory of his sporting career, his drug-addled decline, and his re-emergence and reincarnation as Bradlina, the woman we're celebrating today. Congratulations, Bradlina. It's such a creative name as well. It's been an honor to vastly influence and take major credit in molding the magnificent human being that I have become in my 50s. And I'm delighted that Brad's here to experience it tonight. We actually met Joji and Brad in a restaurant, and our friendship has been defined almost entirely by food and alcohol ever since. With a large slice of adoration of 80s pop music thrown in, of which more later. But the friendship was instant. The laughter was unceasing. And this was in large part due to Brad's instant wit, his sharp observations, and enormous amounts of wine. He's a truly generous spirit and a wonderful soul who straddles, well, Jojo, I hope, but also both the personal and professional worlds in friendship, kindness, and warmth. And this is an interesting fact, but Arvind and I are two of the few people in the room that have not had Brad's fingers in our mouths at any point in our lives, but we're hoping that tonight we can rectify that.
Another glass of wine for Bradley Frey.
I think he just threw up a little bit in his mouth. It's with some bitterness that I have to observe that whilst I'm just a few months older than Brad, he looks like my much younger brother, adopted from really, really hot parents. Bastard. I mean, congratulations. The amount of love and happiness shown this evening is still only the merest reflection of the love that both Brad and Joji have thrown out in the journey into the world along their journey together. And on the 80s theme?
If you take the B out of Bradley, then it's Radley.
Drop mic, what's up?
Brad, we adore you, we really do. And we're exceptionally proud to call ourselves your friends.
Happy birthday!
I really think that those standing on stage should step forward because I don't think you're going to want to miss a few of these pictures here. So, our little oops brother is 50 today. And for those of you who have been fortunate to not know him this long, which is basically all of you here, all we can say is it sucks to be us.
So it all began 50 years ago today. Now Brad was a cute baby. And for those of you who don't know our mom, who we love dearly, hairstyle and appearance are extremely important traits. Brad's covering his eyes. And Brad, he got that gene in spades.
Now, Brad was smart too. He actually skipped first grade, for those of you who didn't know that. So he's always young for his class, but his fashion sense obviously continued through grade school. These pictures are unaltered, and that is a 3-inch cold sore on his lower lip. My laser pointer doesn't have any batteries.
Everybody at the laser. I know. There's a little bit of mom influence there. We got the makeup coverage. Okay, so then it was on to junior high. And high school. And Brad's favorite pastime sleeping on the couch. Now, one of the most impressive things about Brad is that he was the only top 10 student in his class not inducted into the National Honor Society. Think about that for a minute. You have to be nominated by a teacher. Brad never was. Maybe it was because of your sarcasm? Perhaps?
But he was definitely not a brown noser, and we have to admire him for that. Now, all of his high school athletic endeavors led him to Ann Arbor and the football field at the University of Michigan, where he stood on the sidelines with Jim Harbaugh. But he pretty much stayed on the sidelines. Now, Joe, close your eyes.
Now, Brad didn't know what to do when he grew up. But he finally figured out that oral surgery was the answer by default. But living in North Carolina was not. And for a few years, this had an effect on his fashion sense. Until he moved to DC and met Joe. And we all couldn't be happier. Way to go, Brad.
And as Paul Harvey used to say, now you know the rest of the story. Now, everyone raise your glass, a toast to Brad, the best sarcastic little brother ever. We love you, and along with all your nephews and niece-in-laws, wish you a happy 50th birthday. Nostrovia!
Nostrovia!
And
yeah, and who's next? Jim and Kate? Jim and Kate. Woo!
Okay, so we're here to tell a little boy meets girl meets Brad story. It's going to be very short. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
So this boy meets this girl who he's crazy about. He loves this girl.
And girl meets boy. She's kind of cute. It's all right.
So, of course, the boy has to impress her. So what does he do? He takes her to breakfast with his friend Brad.
Girl meets Brad. Girl spends about 2 hours just laughing hysterically with Brad. And, you know, she leaves the restaurant and she goes to herself, girl, if boy has a friend who is smart, hysterical, adorable, and this hot, then boy must be a keeper. So,
Happy birthday, Brad.
wait, no, the story's not finished.
Oh, the story's not finished.
Yeah. So, girl marries boy, and girl and boy, and Brad, and Joe J. live happily ever after.
Happy birthday,
So
Brad.
thank you. Happy birthday.
Where are the girls? It's the girls. It's the girls.
Chrissy?
Okay, so we have for you a top 10 reasons that we love Brad Frey. Are we ready? There's only 10. There's only 10.
We had to stretch to 10. We had 9.
We had 14, but then we had to cut it back. Joe was very strict on the time limit. Okay, number 10, Brad Frey will do anything for a laugh. Anything. No, for real. So, for example, once on one of those like road trips that was caravan style, he put the car he was driving irresponsibly into cruise control, slid into the passenger seat, and pretended to read the newspaper. Just for a laugh. Just for a laugh. Is that right?
So, Brad, can I get your look of disdain?
Nice. I'm in love with you.
When Brad gives his look of disdain, literally, people burst into flames.
Number 8. He knows exactly who he is and owns it, culturally speaking. Whether it's terrible TV, Judge Judy,
That might be your Joe's fault. Joe J.
music from the 70s and 80s, Madonna, or his love-hate relationship with the Michigan Wolverines football team. Brad owns it. Seventh reason we love Brad. Each of us can trust him completely. When you share something with Brad in confidence, he will keep that thought in the vault for years and years. And we're almost totally sure this is not because he wasn't listening.
I was supposed to say that Brad is one of the funniest people we know, but Brad said tonight that Joe J is.
Never mind.
Is that number 6? Yeah. Okay, number 5. Number 5, he is up for riding almost any roller coaster with me, which I appreciate. But then he gets an alarming bout of Tourette's syndrome throughout the entire ride. This freaked me out to the extent you cannot believe. If you want to experience it yourself, I recommend Joker's Jinx at your local Six Flags park.
He's had some other bouts, so I think that's okay.
That's an excellent point.
Clearly, as you can see, Brad has many, many friends. And he has a wonderful and genuine way of making you feel like you are his best friend. And so I'll be leading a support group afterward for all of you who thought you were Brad's best friend.
I'm waiting Number 3, Brad is a chameleon. He can look like a total mutant ragamuffin one minute, but then somehow transform into a modern-day Cary Grant, and we're pretty sure all he did was take a shower. This mystifies me still.
We don't want to end the night without remembering that Brad also loves animals. I don't think anyone will forget his devotion to Yahtzee. Did anyone else get their dog an au pair? I won't forget Brad's devotion to my dog. I mean, he and Joe got really drunk one night and shaved him bare. They were sober. But we moved beyond that. Still, we had asked Brad and Joe to be the godfathers of our daughters. And I'm happy to say they haven't shaved either Isabel or Juliet.
But the number one reason that we, all four, love Brad is that no matter how long we've known each other, which is a long time. Long time. We know that you will always be older than we are.